Elaine was very excited, and said to Claire, "Your dad and I will live in the biggest bedroom on the third floor." Claire nodded and said, "You can live on the third floor. Charlie and I live on the second floor." Then, she said again, "By the way, I promised Elsa before we moved the villa to leave her a room. Elsa has been in Orus Hill for a long time, and she has been living in a hotel, which is very pitiful." Elaine hurriedly asked, "Is that Elsa from Eastcliff Dong's family?" "Yes." Claire said, "It's her." Elaine smiled and said, "Okay. The Dong family is very powerful, and the strength is comparable to that of the Song family. You have a good relationship with her, and she may be of great use in the future." After speaking, Elaine hurried to the elevator and said, "I will go up to the third floor to see how the bedroom is arranged." Charlie said to Claire, "Shall we go to the second floor to have a look?" Claire nodded and walked up the stairs with him to the second floor. The layout of the second floor is the same as that of the third floor. There are 3 rooms, including 1 large bedroom and 2 smaller bedrooms. The large bedroom is a suite, with a living area outside and a separate bathroom. Of course, Charlie and Claire chose this room, and then left the bedroom next door to Elsa. There is also a room on the second floor. Claire planned it into her own study. Her company often had to produce design drawings and construction plans, so she needed a room where she could work. Charlie and Claire looked around in the room and deliberately said to Claire, "My wife, the bed we bought seems to be 2 meters wide, right?" "Yeah." Claire nodded, and said, "This bedroom is too big. It's not nice to choose a 1.8-meter bed." Charlie said with a smile, "The 2-meter 3 bed, you sleep alone, is it too wide?" Claire understood the meaning of his words at once, her face flushed, and asked in a low voice, "What do you mean?" Charlie smiled and said, "Wife, don't you understand what I mean? I have been sleeping on the floor for 3 years. Should I not go up 1 level?" Claire said embarrassedly, "What level of promotion? I don't understand what you are saying." Charlie said hurriedly, "I just upgraded from the ground to the bed." Claire said with a blushing face, "No one said that you would not be allowed to upgrade. Once I asked you if it was cold on the ground, and you still said if it was cold, and you don't want to get up, who do you blame?" When Charlie heard this, his eyebrows were instantly pleased, and he smiled, "My wife, after we move to a new house, I will officially upgrade, okay?" Claire was very shy and said, "It's up to you." After speaking, she hurried out of the room. Charlie felt very happy. After sleeping on this floor for more than 3 years, it seemed that it was time to stand up and sing. In the afternoon, people from the furniture company drove several trucks over to deliver and install them. There are 2 bedrooms on the second and third floors, and an additional study room on the second floor. In one afternoon, all the furniture and home appliances were all available, and only a few pots and pans, bedding and pillows and other daily necessities. One can live here directly. Elaine lay on her large bed of more than 100,000, rolling in excitement, and said to Jacob, "I plan not to leave today, and I will sleep here at night." Jacob frowned and said, "How can you live tonight? There are no bedding and toiletries." Elaine said, "I don't want to go back to live in that broken house anyway." Jacob said with a bit of disgust, "You can't live with it. Anyway, I will go back to live tonight, and I will pack my things and move them in together. If you don't go, you can live here by yourself." Elaine thought that there was no quilt, and said angrily, "Well, let's go back to clean up together at night, and find a car tomorrow to move in all at once." After speaking, Elaine deliberately asked, "How much money is left in our house?" Jacob asked vigilantly, "Why are you asking this?" Elaine said, "I just ask, can't it work?" Jacob said, "There are tens of thousands at home. I warn you not to use the idea of this money. If you want to spend money in the future, you can go out and earn it by yourself. Otherwise, in this house, you will eat, live in, and have you. It is used, but it is not spent by you." As soon as Elaine heard this, the fire in her heart could no longer be suppressed. She blurted out, "Jacob, IFC King gave you a face, didn't I? You and me have become more and more arrogant these past few days." Jacob asked in a cold voice, "Don't forget, you have lost more than 2 million in the family. I am so kind to you." Elaine scolded, "UFC King, don't FCK with me. You changed your phone password to Mei Qing's birthday. I haven't counted the FC King account with you yet. I really didn't expect it. I have given birth to your child for more than 20 years, and you are still thinking about the vixen who suffered 1,000 swords. What's the matter? You still want to keep the sound of the vixen with that fox.